Hello, and thank you very much for buying our Rebel signal light kit. Let's do the front of these signal lights. Let's make the change because the Rebel has real ugly square ear looking signal lights on the front, and most of you guys when you do your bobber kits you'll want to change these out. So let's go ahead and show you how to do it, and let's get started. Okay, the first thing we want to do is loosen the top mounting bolt on the headlight. So I'll zoom here on it here and show you. Let's see, I'll get the camera situated. There's two bolts that hold the headlight on, one here and one here. What we want to do is take the top one off. I've already loosened that out on the other side, so let's go ahead and pop that out of there. Take that out. And what that does is it allows you to go ahead and rotate the headlight down. So that gets that out of the way, and then we'll be right back. Okay, our next step will be to remove the speedometer cable. Go ahead and unscrew that from the bottom of the speedometer there. Let's just slide that out of the way real quick. Get it out of the way, and then the next step we want to remove this cover that holds that covers the electronics on the front of the motorcycle here. There's two screws, one on each side. I've undone the other side, so I'll just go ahead and do that one. And then that cover will pop off there. Whoop, camera was kind of in the way. There we go. Anyway, that's it. There's a screw on both sides. We'll go ahead and undo that, rotate that out of the way. And that exposes your wiring. And then the next step will be to go ahead and remove the signal lights. Now, I've gone ahead and taken these off before, so they're basically up on the top of the forks here. You can go ahead and undo those. I think there's a bolt on the back side, and then you may have to undo this screw here too. I don't remember for sure. They have a little tab that goes over there. So anyway, you can undo your front signal lights and unplug those from inside this wiring here. I'm pretty sure the right signal light is the orange wire, and the left is the yellow or the blue. So go ahead and take those off and unplug those wires, and then we'll get started on the new installation. Our next step is to go ahead and we're going to remove these two screws. Oh, first of all, you'll have to tip the headlight back up, and just to insert that one machine screw back in there just to hold it up out of the way, so it's up in its normal position. And then we'll go ahead and remove these two screws here. These are the ones that hold the this wire thing that holds the brake hose on. So go ahead and we'll remove those two screws. They're kind of Loctited in there at the factory, so they're a little stiff to get out. But once you get them out, they come right out, or when we loosen them up, they come right out. And anyway, okay, then let's go ahead and drop those wires down just a little bit, and here's your bracket. Okay, the ears are down on the ends. The ears are down. So go ahead and we'll install it just like that. And the ears actually go behind the fork tube, so they kind of go. Let's insert the bracket like that. Now these wire things that hold the brake hose, they stay on the underside of the bracket, if you can see that. And then we'll just basically go ahead and screw it back up on there like it was. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, there you go. We got that bracket mounted up in place. There again, this is the bracket here, and then the wire is on the bottom side of the bracket. So the wire's on the bottom, and then the bracket's above the wire. So I'll go ahead and show you that, and then we'll pan around this side. And you can see that the back of the bracket's on the rear side of the fork tube here. This is where you're going to mount your signal light, so it should look like that when you get her mounted.